Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day to Single Life Season 4 Episode 7, John Tells the Truth. So we're just going to get on right into it. I apologize for not doing Episode 6 last week of Veronica's Double Dates. It was just not worth it. We're gonna start with Tim. In this episode, Tim is dating Louisa. Now, last week, and I didn't do the recap last week, Tim and this girl named Louisa went on a double date with Veronica and Jamal. And the double date was pretty awkward because Tim had asked Veronica, how do I like my steak and stuff? Do you remember? I don't remember, which I thought was just completely weird and just completely, just ridiculous. So yeah, Tim and Veronica's friendship, relationship, whatever it is, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, that was awkward. So in this episode, Louisa really likes Tim, and she's giving me Jennifer vibes, and he's giving me like how he was with his relationship with Jennifer. Is that like she's all into him, but he's not into her. I feel like Tim, on social media, everybody thinks that Tim might be gay, and he's not. But what I really think that Tim really might be, and he's afraid to say, I don't think he's gay, but I think he might be an asexual, and an asexual means not having any sexual desires. So after the double date in this episode, him and Louisa just had a talk, and she's been dying for that first kiss. And Tim was trying to come up with every freaking excuse on why he can't kiss her. Oh, there's something in my teeth. Oh, I just ate. I stink and everything. She just wants a kiss, bro. Just kiss her. Well, he finally did kiss her, and it was surprisingly a nice kiss. She even said, I thought it was gonna be weird, awkward, and bad and stuff. And she said he wasn't a bad kisser. So that's all he needs to do, man. Just do that. So yeah, I mean, that's all we seen. We didn't see Veronica, but we just seen Tim and Luisa, and that's all we seen from them. So yeah, that was Tim and Veronica. Also, last week's episode, Tim and Jamal did say sorry for their fight that they had a few weeks ago. So whoop-de-doo. So yeah, that was Tim. Next person I want to talk is Miss Debbie. So Debbie, she's met this guy in Miami. She calls him Ruben the Cuban. And her son, Julian, went to Miami. Julian trying to be overprotective like he always is, butting in and stuff. Debbie is trying to just go out and have a good time and just live life, and Julian is there being overprotective. And she told Julian, you're not coming on this date. You just stay behind the bushes and stuff and everything. So Debbie last week met with Ruben, and they went out dancing and stuff, and he gave her a kiss. This episode they meet up and go on this nice ride around, and they had a conversation, and Debbie had mentioned that she has 2 kids, and obviously Julian is already there. And Debbie asked Ruben, do you want to meet my son? And, Ruben's it's a little early for that, but I just hope he doesn't interrogate me since he's a cop and stuff. And here's one thing that Julian did too. When Ruben picked up Debbie from the hotel, Julian saw it was in this it looked like a go-kart basically, and Julian saw that and he was furious. He took a picture and ran the license plate. He was like, oh, I'm gonna run his guy and do a background check on them. I don't trust that. I don't like that already and stuff. So I'm just like, bro, chill out. For real, chill out. I'm just like, chill out, dude. I mean, this is not Morocco. This is not Morocco. She's not gonna go back to Morocco and be with the 24-year-old Julia. Just let her live free. So anyway, Ruben agreed that he'll meet Julian, so we'll see how that plays out. But I'm loving Miss Debbie right now. She's living her best life at 68 and 67, 68, and I'm just loving it. Good for her. Good for her. I'm happy for Miss Debbie. Good for her. So yeah, that was Debbie. Next person I want to talk is Tyray. Tyray. Finally had his first date. Finally, a couple weeks ago on his guy's trip, he met this girl named Teresa, with the help of his brothers and stuff, and they agreed to go on a date. So they go on a date. They go like on a tour guide around town and stuff. And the tour guide was kind of giving them, like, it was kind of like a voodoo tour and stuff, like, all the witches and stuff thing. It was a little weird, but they enjoyed it. And then they go out to dinner and stuff, and they just talk. Teresa had just gotten out of a bad marriage. She's in the military, and she had just got out of a rough relationship. And of course, we all know what happened with Tyray. They talked about, like, long distance. Teresa said that, like, she has a hard time trusting long distance because, yeah, with being in the military, obviously. And Tyray understood that, like, he, like, Tyray actually finally did something right on this date. He didn't say nothing crazy. He didn't rush nothing. Like, he didn't go for a kiss. He was a complete gentleman. And he said at the end of the date that, you know what? I mean, yes, I wanted my first kiss, but, like, I don't have to rush it. I could just be myself and everything. And Teresa says she really likes Tyray, and, like, she never say never when it comes to a future. So, I mean, I hope they keep in good contact, but, so. But, I mean, it was actually a good first date for Tyray, so I was happy for him. Real happy. So I hope that they're still together or still communicating and stuff. So, yeah, that was Tyray. Next person I want to talk is Goofy Natalie. I can't stand Natalie. I'm sorry. I can't stand Natalie. Just point blank. She and her mom are talking. Her mom loves Mike, by the way. Loves Michael more than Josh. Natalie's mom does not think that Natalie should be with Josh. Like, she loves Michael. Last week's episode, like, they called Michael and said, hey, can we do lunch? And Mike was all happy and stuff and everything. Like, that's just weird to me. So Natalie is like, Josh is actually given like starting to push away a little bit. He's in Arizona with his family, with his daughters, and he does not want Natalie to meet his daughter yet. And she said she will fly out to Arizona to see him, and he said don't come. And last week, Josh had a conversation with his friends on whether if, like, Natalie is actually using him. And I think she is. She's using him. Like, the apartment, the car, the mother, and all that. I do think that she's using Josh. And now he's starting to finally realize that. So they come to this table, and we left with a cliffhanger. They're going to be having, I guess, in next week's episode, going to have a heart-to-heart conversation about what's going on in their relationship. So I'm curious to see that. So, I mean, that's basically what we see from Natalie in this episode. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just not a fan of Natalie. She really makes me cringe. I mean, and that's mean to say. I don't mean to be mean. It's just that, because, I mean, people watching this, I can make some people cringe too. Like, and if I do, I apologize and stuff. I don't, never my intention. You just, what I realized in life, and just what Tyray said, everybody just be yourself, but sometimes I don't know. Sometimes people put on an act on the camera and stuff, and maybe that's what Natalie's doing because she wants to be she's an aspiring actress and stuff, but I don't know. It's just not me. So yeah, that was Natalie. And the last person I want to talk is Crazy Uncle John. So John's been dating, this is Patrick's brother. He's been dating this girl named Megan, and she lives in San Antonio. He flew down to San Antonio. Last week he got to meet the daughter of Megan. And now they're talking about they really like each other, but now they're talking logistics, like where are we gonna live, like, and everything, and are we gonna commit? because Megan said that if he ain't gonna commit or move down to San Antonio, it's over. So in this episode, Megan actually comes to Las Vegas, and she comes to John's new man cave where he lives in his suitcase. Basically, he said that he took her to his bedroom, and he said that his suitcase is actually his dresser. And I remember in his first episode a few weeks ago that, Patrick and Thais had kicked him out and he had to live somewhere else. And he just likes living in a suitcase, living out of the suitcase, basically. Okay, whatever floats your boat, buddy. So they go out to dinner with Patrick and Thais. John and Megan go out to dinner with Pat and Thais. And, and Patrick did some revenge, I felt like. Because back on Patrick and Thais' season, John was obviously always up in their grill and stuff and everything, questioning everything. Now the tables have turned. He told Megan, like, John is kind of a man-child, and he is, like, a little immature, like, he's not ready to settle down and stuff. And Megan was just kind of taken back by it. And John was like, what are you talking about? And Thais was like, you were in our relationship a lot. now we're just questioning you now. And everything, see, what you're trying to do is right and everything. So Megan was taken aback. She's like, I don't need another man-child in my life and everything and stuff. So, like, I don't know, he may have to commit or whatever. And John doesn't want to have any kid. He doesn't want to have a baby. Like, he don't mind being a father figure to Megan's daughter, who, by the way, who has special needs. But he said he doesn't want to have a baby. Now, Patrick had asked Megan that, do you want to have kids again, another kid? And she's like, and she basically said yes, but now she's getting taken aback because John doesn't want that, and they haven't had that conversation. So, I'm really curious to see how it's all going to play out, because I don't know. I think John's immaturity might come back and haunt him. And I'm just laughing because, like, Patrick and Thais just came out for vengeance, I felt like. And rightfully so. Because, yeah, I just remember during their season, he was all up in it and stuff. So now the tables have turned. So yeah. Anyway, guys, yeah, that is the end of my review. Yeah, we didn't see Chantel in this episode. We didn't see Veronica and Jamal and stuff. So yeah, I'll be back on next week to recap 90 Day Fiance. I hope you guys enjoyed that Super Bowl last night. That's why we didn't have 90 Day Fiance last night, because of the Super Bowl. So hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, and season's almost over for regular 90 Day. We're at the halfway point for the single life. And yeah, we're just rolling. So anyway, guys, that is it. I will see y'all again next week. So have a good one.